It's true that the different period of time of the history of Blancpain were not always making a lot of watches. We had, of course, the biggest problem in the last 17, when the crisis in the watchmaking industry in Switzerland was very strong. But Blancpain is born in 1735. That's the oldest watch brand in the world, and we always made classical watches together with, from 1953, 60 years ago, diving watches. As this is an important part of the story of Blancpain. Mr. Fichter, president and CEO of Blancpain in 1953, was a diver himself, and he wanted to create a technical tool to help the divers to know how many times they can remain under the water because of the reserve of air they have. And then it's true that after this crisis, or in the middle of the crisis, the brand was sold to Jean-Claude Biver, who resold this brand 10 years later to the Swatch Group. And now it's from 92 part of the Swatch Group brand, the Hayek's family, and it works good. I like your question because in many cases you can see that because of the good opportunity, the brands are jumping on what is on the trend. And it's true that for a couple of years it seems to be a trend to make diving watches. It seems to be the trend to try to respect and to save the oceans. The United Nations has done for 5 years now the Ocean Day in the beginning of June, and everybody is trying to find some argument to justify the diving watch. I must say that we are here for many, many years, as we invented, as I said, with Mr. Fichter. He just made the first modern diving watch ever. The idea for us is that we don't want to save the oceans. We are not so much, we are not strong enough for that. But we think that the more people are in love with the oceans, the more people will respect them. And the way to be in love, first of all, you have to know. Today, to be honest, and we know that, and that's why our commitment has changed to adapt itself to the actual situation. The first 50 Phantoms, they were not watches think to be a commercial watch or commercial success. The idea from Fichter and from the Nageur de Combat, the French army, Mr. Bob Maloubier, was to have a tool, a technical tool he needed to dive. And in the beginning, these watches were even not sold in the shop, in the watch boutique. It was in the diving clubs, because it was a part of the technical equipment of the divers. And it was only done on a way it is practical and what we need. And now we know that the divers, they don't look anymore to the bezel of the watch. They have computers and all that. So our commitment to help the people know about the underwater world is not anymore making the watch, even if we still do the watch, but we are on the side of National Geographic and not only National Geographic, also other action and events and expeditions. And this with National Geographic is for us the way to be with the best, because you cannot do everything alone. You must be together with partners, and we think that National Geographic is among the most serious partners on that issue. Mainly the idea is to say that we are a manufacturer, and if you see what Lamborghini is doing, you have a lot of common points in between a 12-cylinder from a Lamborghini and a caliber movement from Blancpain. It's smaller in the watch, but it's mainly the same approach, mechanical approach. So the philosophy of the two brands were quite good together, and it was a virgin area for us We never had a partnership with a car name, and Lamborghini also never had a partnership with any watch brand. No, we never, and this is not a marketing concept. Please, it is true, by chance perhaps, but it is true. We never bought any movement, any caliber to anybody else. We are 100% manufacturer. We sell at least 40% of what we produce. We sell it to other brands, but we are not buying any other movement to any other brand. We make 100% manufacture in-house. Here it's a nice, I hope you like it, it's a moon phase and annual calendar, which is done in platinum for the case, and it is an enamel dial, black one. It's going in the oven 800 degrees 3 times, and then we put the indexes in enamel too, and it goes back 3 times in the oven for 800 degrees 3 times. Upman, Romeo and Juliet, and let's say Bolivar. I think before to buy an expensive watch, I think you must see how strong the roots are. You have a lot of fantastic marketing concepts to a lot of very dynamic brands, but please, if you buy a real mechanical watch, go to see the roots, and we have the strongest roots we can have. The strongest the roots are, the biggest the branches can be, and to buy a very authentic heritage watch, have a look to the roots, and you will probably find that Blancpain is the best brand.